Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference prior to the FIFA Ballon d'Or Gala 2012. Here on stage we have the nominees for the Best Coach of the Year award and for the FIFA Ballon d'Or. You see the two trophies in the middle. We have, in alphabetical order, we have Pep Guardiola, who won the Best Coach award in 2011. He's the former FC Barcelona coach, as all of you know. Next to him, we have Vicente del Bosque. He's a world champion with Spain and won the Euro with Spain as well this year. Next to him, we have Lionel Messi. He scored more than 90 goals in 2012. He was the top scorer of the 2011-2012 Champions League. Next to him, we have Andrés Iniesta, who won the Euro 2012 with Spain. He was elected player of the tournament. And next to Iniesta, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, won the Ballon d'Or in 2008. In 2012, he won the Spanish League with Real Madrid, and he reached the semi-finals with Portugal at the Euro. So to see a little bit more of the year of the nominees, and of course in the category of nominees for Best Coach, we have also Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho announced he wasn't coming to the gala. He won the Best Coach award in 2010. He won the Spanish League with Real Madrid in 2012. So let's see a little bit more from the year of the 6 nominees.
Nominees for the FIFA Ballon d'Or. Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal. Andrés Iniesta, Spain. Lionel Messi, Argentina. Who will win the FIFA Ballon d'Or 2012?
Plays from 3 fantastic players, and of course, without great coaches, we would also not see perhaps such great plays from these talented players. So now let's see a little bit more about the year from the 3 nominee coaches.
Nominees for the FIFA World Coach of the Year for men's football. Vicente del Bosque, coach of Spain. Pep Guardiola, former coach of FC Barcelona. Jose Mourinho, coach of Real Madrid. Who will be the FIFA World Coach of the Year for men's football 2012?
Of those 2 great awards. But before then, today we have a very special guest. We have invited a small kid from Zurich. He won a contest, and he's going to have the chance to ask 1 question to these 3 top players. So I would like to welcome on stage Noé. He's 8 years old, and here is Noé. So.
When you were my age, were you already the best players in your team?
Thank you, Noé. So maybe Leo wants to start?
Well, when I was that age, I wasn't really wondering whether I was the best, and not even now. The interesting thing is to play ball. That's what it's all about. And the more we play, the better. That was the only thing I had on my mind.
Andrés?
You know, when you're a kid, you just want to learn, you want to play, you want to grow up, you want to get better, but you're not really wondering whether you're the best in your age group. The only thing you're interested in is to have fun and do whatever you like best, and that is playing football.
Eu não me lembro muito bem.
I don't really remember that well,
Foi momentos muito
but
especiais quando jogava aí.
it was a very special time when I played in Portugal.
Sem nenhuma ideia de algum.
But I really didn't have any idea that I would go into this professional arena, really.
Com aquele sonho de dia ser.
But I did have the dream that one day maybe I would become a professional player and maybe I would play football at one point, but I never thought that I would be the best. Never of the kind, nothing of the kind.
So, danke vielmal.
Thank you, Noé.
Danke. Vielen Dank. So, a big hand for Noé, please. And now I would like to ask a couple of questions to these two great coaches that we have on stage. Maybe to Pep Guardiola. How does it feel now? ¿Cómo se siente?
How do you feel after a couple of months off the bench after so many successful years with Barcelona? How do you look at football from beyond the pitch? Football looks good, perhaps a bit differently compared to when you work on the pitch. You can see football on TV, you see the big players, the great teams. I'm just a fan.
Vicente
del Bosque, I think Pep Guardiola and all the others were looking back at the Euro 2012. How did you feel after having also won in 2012? Well, I guess it's a matter of pride, because I think our country has hit the pinnacle of what is possible in football now, and we have to get ready for the next competition, get ready to qualify for the Confederations Cup, for the World Cup 2014. Football is a permanent challenge. Well, in this...
We would like to open the floor for the questions from the media. Please raise your hand, state your media organization and your name. Over here, please.
Jamil Ishade, Diário Estado de São Paulo, em Brasil.
São Paulo in Brazil, to Messi.
You have won everything. The World Cup is still missing. How do you see 2014 with the Argentine team, and how do you envisage a possible final Argentina-Brazil in Maracanã? And to Guardiola, we have wondered how great it would be to have you as a coach. Was that ever discussed? Did you ever get a proposal by Brazil? And why this fascination of having you as a possible coach for Brazil? I mean, we're not qualified yet. You see, there's a long stretch to go until the World Cup. And when you look at the team of Argentina, we have made good results. We haven't lost matches, and we have been playing very well with the team of Argentina, and better than we did over the last few years. Now, I'm pretty happy with what we're doing, but we still have to grow as a team. We have to qualify. We have to get ready for the World Cup. But it's still quite far away. Well, you see, a country that has won so many World Cups, perhaps people have thought that I could lead this team. It's an honor for me, of course, but I think it has to be run by people from the own country. You have so many great coaches in the clubs. They have won so many important matches and competitions. With Scolari now, I mean, this is one of the best among the many coaches you have, world-class coaches. And I don't think people could really seriously think that I could be a coach. It is an honor, of course, but I believe that national teams must be run by coaches from the own country. And no matter what happens, Brazil is always a candidate to win the World Cup, more so if played at home.
Cristiano Ronaldo, em direto.
Cristiano in direto for RTP Live, actually, TV in Portugal. I'd like to ask you a question. You are champion. What do you think about the champions of Spain, which is considered to be the best or one of the best leagues in the world? Who was one of the great artists of Euro 2012? And what are your expectations, especially since Scolari said that Ronaldo is even better than when he won the award in the past? What do you think about that? Well, I have a clear conscience, I must say. This is not the end of the life. Life goes on, and we have to learn from our lessons. Things go on. If others will win, then that's fine. And mission accomplished. Then, with regard to what I did in the past, well, things went well, I think, because we won the championship. And we did. I have a clear conscience, as I said, regardless of what goes on today. It doesn't matter because I'm going to continue to be the same man that I have been so far.
Belisa Godinho, AW Magazine, Portugal.
Portugal, a DB Magazine. I'd like to ask a question of Ronaldo. How do you feel now that you are here? You're Portuguese amongst the three best players, and how do you feel about that? Well, we know that Portugal is a very small country, but that has nothing to do with anything because we have a lot of future. There are many beautiful things and good things in Portugal. And for me, to have been shortlisted along with other two fantastic players is a reason to be proud. There are billions of players throughout the world, and being here is something that makes me very happy. Whether I win or not, it doesn't matter. It's a real privilege to be here.
Hola, buenas tardes. Alfredo Martínez de Onda Cero. Una pregunta para...
Good afternoon. I have a question for Iniesta. Now, winning or not winning this award, these last years are here for the history. And Mr. Guardiola, how does he see Barcelona, whatever is left of Barcelona, in the continuation, and if he's proud of what has come after him? Well, you see, to be here is a very, very special moment. I feel that there are so many players out there at a very high level, and being sitting here with Cristiano and Leo is really something very beautiful, and I'm very happy now, regardless of whether I win or not. What I've lived through, experienced in this season has been great, absolutely unique moments, and I just hope that this beginning year will be just as good as the last year.
Adelante. Go ahead. Yes.
No, faltaba No me dan ahora sí.
Okay.
No, ¿cuál era la pregunta, Alfredo? Es que...
What was that question again?
Sí,
Well, of course, yes. I keep on watching Barcelona on TV, and it is a great show watching that team. I was a lucky man. I was lucky enough to spend a few years with this fantastic club, and the moment of pride for me is to know that this goes on. This is just as good or even better than when I was there. And I was there and I got a gift. This was the team, and the best gift for me after that was that it's going on. So it didn't start with me or someone else, but it started a long, long time ago, and many people have built this up, and I was part and parcel of this development. I was able to coach them, and now Barcelona is a club being respected for the way they play, and they will do this for the next few years.
Verónica de Radio Marca.
Veronica, Radio Marca. Leo, I just wanted to know that after the birth of your son, the great year with the Argentine team, and then you beat all your records last year, is it the best year in your career so far? And the second question is, what objectives do you have for the coming season? And this means also beating new records, 3 goals away from Maradona's record. How about that? I'm not sure this has been my best year so far. I'm not so much interested in this. I'm more interested in the team records, not my personal records. It was a year in which the team made progress, and that is why I think it was better. Now, my objective with the team is to go on growing, to go on improving, to keep up the good dynamism. Everything is easier when you have the good results. It's easier when you win, you work better, and we want to qualify as quickly as possible to have sufficient time to get ready for the World Cup. Juan Castaño, I would like to ask Messi and Cristiano, is it not a bit surprising to you that the whole planet considers you the best players, but they have not voted for each other? Not Cristiano has voted for Messi, Messi has not voted for Cristiano. You're the 3 best in the world. Anything else in this voting procedure beyond this? I mean, it would be foolish not to consider Cristiano to be among the best in the world. But I think that Xavi, Iniesta, and these people are excellent, so this is why I voted how I voted. And I went to a training session with the team, and I got injured, and I didn't have a chance to vote, so that's it.
Please, yes, next to you over there. Yeah. Yes, please.
Hola, buenas tardes.
I'm Luis Martin. I would like to ask a question to Pep Guardiola. Would you like to come back to coach? A question from Mr. Del Bosque, the fact that we have 2 Spanish coaches here today, what does that mean to you? Yes, I'd like to come back to coaching. Well, we're very satisfied, very happy that we have 2 Spanish coaches right here. This means that the coach education or the training of coaches in Spain is good. We went to see what is being done in other countries. We have realized that the coach training is just as good in Spain as everywhere else, and we're now the pinnacle of the development of Spanish football.
Fabio Licari.
Fabio Licari, Gazzetta dello Sport Italia. Hace 3 años que el Ballon d'Or de la FIFA.
3 years ago, the Ballon d'Or of FIFA has been like that of the league, because in the last 3 seasons we have had players from Spain. So who is the best player of the season, of the last season outside of the league? And this is directed to all 3 players.
Os mais maior, habla.
The best or the eldest. The elder should go first out of respect.
Vamos a ver, yo he dado...
It's for the five.
a dar una opinión más, he dado un hecho.
I don't think we need to give another opinion. There are 3 Spanish players who were appointed or were named as a general concept because they represented Spanish football, and that's why I named the 2 captains and then Iniesta, who was the best European player. But we can't prevent them from actually being up against 2 other fantastic players like Cristiano and Lionel Messi.
Sí, hola. Bona tarda. Sonia Gelmà, de RAC1. Una pregunta per Pep Guardiola. Quan vas marxar...
I have a question for Pep Guardiola. What is your view on what can be done, what must be done for coaches?
No trobo falta tornar a entrenar perquè...
Well, you know, when you want to go back to coaching, I mean, I've been out of coaching for 1 year, and I think it's what I like to do, but there's nothing specific reason to give, no details to explain right here for the time being.
Sí, soy Ignacio Naya de la agencia DPA. Es una pregunta para Pep Guardiola. Acaba de decir que el año que viene volverá a entrenar.
You said the next year you would start coaching again. Do you already have a team?
No tengo equipo y aún no lo sé.
I don't have a team and I don't know, but I would like to go back to coaching.
Cláudia Lopes, da TV, televisão portuguesa, para o Cristiano.
TV, Portuguese TV, Cristiano. You said that you weren't there, but who was? And why? Did you have a difficulty? No, secret, it's a secret. But, well then, for the 2 coaches, how do you perceive the critics of José Mourinho, who said that he's not here? What do you think about that criticism leveled at him?
It's nothing personal. He has an important match on Wednesday, and that's where he has to be.
Pedro Pinto from CNN. A question for both gentlemen who I believe could answer in English, Pep and Cristiano. We've been covering on CNN for a few days now the decision of Kevin Prince Boateng to walk off the field after facing racist abuse. Most people around the world have supported it. The FIFA president, Sepp Blatter, said it wasn't a good decision because the player ran away. Cristiano, if one of your colleagues feels like he is being abused, would you support the decision of a team to walk off the field? And Pep, in the future, in a situation like that, what's your stance? What do you believe?
I think, in my opinion, honest, I think this cannot happen in this moment in football. Because all the time, you know, the FIFA and UEFA always speak about the fair play and against racism, and why this is still happen. It's incredible. In my opinion, this cannot exist. This is just a football match, and the people should enjoy in a stadium, not to find this kind of things, because it's not good for our sons, for the people, for supporters. It's not good for anybody. This is going to give more power for the races of the people, the whites against blacks. This is not good. We should live in peace, all of us.
I am agree with the Cristiano words. So personally, I'm okay, but about racism, I am completely agree with what he said.
But do you think it's the right decision to walk off the pitch?
But it's a personal thing. You have to be part of the people who receive these kind of insults. And he can be often and offended, and he can decide for himself or as a club. As a club can be strict about that rights, he can take the decision in the right way. So why not? Maybe it's a good step for the other time that happen again. So with Milan that comes in the situation, Boateng and the Milan acting that way is because they believe it was fair, and maybe it not happen again.
Back. In the back.
Bonjour Pierre Niguet, l'équipe TV.
Pia Sundhage, in France, we're talking about the facing off of Messi and Ronaldo, but Ronaldo, is Messi getting on your nerves sometimes? And Messi, is Cristiano getting on your nerves once in a while?
Bonjour, ça va? No.
Not really.
Eu não fico, de certa forma.
No, I don't feel that I'm frustrated
Companheiros meus de profissão. Ele faz o seu trabalho
by my teammates, and he does his work in his team, and I do the same with mine, and we're trying to give our best, respectively, but at least as far as I'm concerned, I don't feel frustrated, and I don't feel any much rivalry, really, at least not personally, and I don't think that he feels the same way either. We're here to win, but rivalry is nothing to us. I mean, we're part of football. And that's what matters, that's what counts. The rest isn't part of our way of being.
What he said, we have said so many times, we're not competing against each other. We play, we want to win titles, and we share the wins, and it's not a matter of me playing against him, vice versa. I want to play as good as I can for my team and keep on growing, and that's it.
The lady, yeah, lady next to you. Yeah. Next to you, there was one question as well, please. Gentleman over there. The gentleman with right there. Yes? Yeah, okay. Please, to the front. Please. Yeah, we finish.
Hola, Mario Volpe del diario alemán.
Mario Volpe from Bild, Germany. A question. Could you be at the Bayern Munich next year? Has this been discarded? It would be a lack of respect vis-à-vis the coach to speak about any team that is being run by a coach anywhere in the world.
So we have time for 2 more questions. One over here.
Hola, Jordi Borda de Catalunya Ràdio.
Jordi of Catalonia, I would like to ask a question. Is this decision taken as to your future, yes or no? It has been taken, yes. Yes, I have taken the decision to coach, but beyond that, there's no decision taken.
Hola, una pregunta para Cristiano.
A question for Cristiano, and another question for the two players from Barça. Cristiano, can you tell us whether you agree with this decision by Kevin Prince Boateng as to racism, and would you support this kind of action to happen again in the future? I think it was a very personal decision by him. If he is very angry, if he is sad, and you may have a day when you're a bit more touchy or sensitive about that, but that's his decision. Now, I can give you lots of examples happening today in the stadia where you cannot simply walk off the pitch. We have to cope with this kind of people, this kind of audience in the stadia. Perhaps these people may have a couple of screws lacking, and it's not the whole stadium, it's just a few people doing that. So I couldn't give you a very precise answer. Whether you would walk off the pitch depends on the people and how they feel in that moment. Yes, I agree with what Cristiano is saying. The sad thing is that these things actually do happen. They go on happening, and they just happen over and over and over again. Now, the good thing would be if this minority of people would be sanctioned or this attitude could be corrected in any way. It's something very sad, and the reaction is very personal. Yes, they've said everything.
We have time for one last question.
Nuno Luz da SIC Portugal.
Portugal, Cristiano and Messi, a question for you. This title, this award, might it not be the consequence of having won collective titles? I mean, what is your opinion? Is it possible to go that way? Well, there were already problems or situations of this nature in the past. I mean, this is a decision that was taken by the captains and by coaches, I guess. It's a consequence of that kind of decision, and that's why it depends on the logic of each person. It depends on them whether or not they want to contribute to the attainment of individual titles or collective titles. It's a decision of the person. It's a personal decision, and one of the player and one of the coach. They have to respectively analyze issues. That's why, frankly speaking, I don't know. I don't know if there is a logic, whether there is a collective or an individual logic that induces people to attain or to wish to achieve the title. It's a mixed situation, I think, as we've seen in past years. That's why it's difficult to give you a specific answer.
Indeed, yes. I remember the award being given for what he did one year, and the next year for the titles he got. I think it all depends on the captain, of the coach. It depends on the various opinions. And I mean, the votes are being cast, and that's it.
That concludes this press conference. In a few hours, we will know who wins the FIFA Ballon d'Or 2012. Thank you.